everyone. My name is Dianne Casas, and I am a children's book author, a professional storyteller, and I'm also the fairy organizer of Once Upon a Storage. Here's why you need to make your bed every day. Making your bed is a simple act that establishes a lifelong habit of organization. So it's the very first task that you accomplish of the day. This is what happens when people see disorder. A lot of people will look at it and say, I don't even know where to start. How many of you ever feel like that?
All the time.
I don't even know where to start. So you know what? I'm not gonna.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? Why make the bed? I'm just gonna sleep in it again tonight.
Yeah.
But then you walk into the room and you're like, you know, looking at that bed not made, it reminds you of the rest of your day that's not made. So your life is like one big unmade bed. So if you start with the bed, it's the first step. And that's an easy one. I actually timed myself to see how long it would take for me to make my bed. It took me 53 seconds.
Wow.
It stands for always be putting things away. If you take it down, put it up. ABPTA. You know, sometimes you're in the middle of a big project, like if you're cooking, or if you're crafting, or sewing, or, you know, and it's so easy to just leave all of that stuff out and then, you know, go to bed. Or to say, you know what, I'm not gonna do the dishes, I'll do them in the morning. But if you start with putting things away that you're using right now, then you're not adding to clutter you may have already built up in your house. Always be putting things away. Does anyone have a problem with piles of mail? Raise your hand if you have that problem. Okay, here's how I solve that problem in my house. I actually have what I call an action center by my front door. 4-tiered shelf, and there are 4, you know, bins that I got from Ross. So the first one is mail in. So when someone checks the mail, whatever comes in, they put it in the mail in box. Then every day or every couple of days, I take all that mail and I open it over the trash or the shredder or the recycle. You have to do this on at least a weekly basis or that mail gets like this. And you know what happens? You can lose money. You can be penalized by paying your bills late because you missed something that got lost in that pile. So there's a great benefit to being organized in this way. The other bins, okay, so underneath that is mail out, so things that need to be mailed out. Underneath that is to the car. So sometimes like I'll have a library book that has to be put in the car. I can actually just take the whole bin, bring it to the car, and put all those things back inside the car. And then the last one underneath on the very bottom is donations. Well, the thing about being organized is it's a lifestyle. It's like when you decide to change the way you eat. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. It's a habit that you have to establish. And it's not easy. I'm not going to promise that it's easy. It's something you have to work. You're going to take your shirt and place it face down on a flat surface, like your made bed, for instance. And then you take your clipboard, put it at the top, you fold in one side, the sleeves, fold in the other side, and then you fold it in half like this. Take your clipboard out, fold it in half, and then you put it in the drawer like this. Now, and then you stand this up with all of your other clothing. Use those from the office supply store, those metal bookends. You know what I'm talking about? Those metal bookends? They slide right under, and they're really thin. So you can actually put things behind it too. great thing about this method versus the stacking method, when you stack your clothing like this, you can't see what's on the bottom, and this is what happens. I need that red shirt. Right? And the frustration ensues. You mess it up, and then you get frustrated, and you just leave it. Really simple. It's a clipboard, and every person in the family gets a clipboard. They have their own. And if you're really creative, you can even like take decorative scrapbook paper and make it pretty, or have them decorate their own clipboard, especially when you have little children. That's an exciting project for them, and they can put their names on it, and they have their own folding clipboard. So I have a home, a specific and permanent home for every single item that comes in. And if it doesn't have a home when it comes in, make a home for it. Your family needs to know where it goes, because if you can't put things up if you don't know where they go. So you need to establish those homes for those things. If you have that dreaded junk drawer that's just like piled, overflowing, like you can barely open. Yes. Walmart has this thing called the everything drawer, and you can also find it online. I found it at Amazon. It's called the everything drawer. I freaking love this. So it's actually a 2-tier drawer organizer, and it has stickers on it that label each compartment. So the key to organizing your junk drawer is to divide. You gotta divide and conquer. So having compartments is really important. Now, if you don't want to spend money on that, you probably already have stuff in your house that you can use. I organized my husband's side of the bathroom, his drawers, with the cardboard jewelry boxes. Took them apart, glued them together, put a little putty underneath, and made drawer dividers, put his razors in, stuff. Free, totally free. I mean, we have that stuff lying around. Let's use it. Dollar Tree has great drawer dividers. They're like 2 small ones and a long one for like $1. And then Walmart has a set of ones that I really love. If you want to spend more money, this set is in the office supply section, and I think it's like $6.99, and it comes with like 2 long ones and 3 square ones that are gray, and those are really great for dividing up a drawer. So that is how your stuff kind of gets all jumbled, because it's not divided. It doesn't have a specific and permanent home. So even all the tiny little things, if you're a crafter, does anybody craft here, sew, knit, make things paper? Yeah. That stuff can get totally out of hand, am I right? So I went to Dollar Tree and I bought a whole bunch of containers, all the same, all uniform, and uniformity also makes it it's so much more orderly. So I bought all the same containers. So in my craft closet, when you open it up, you can see everything is in the same container. And 4 is between minutes. So what are between minutes? Between minutes are the minutes between things that you're doing where you're waiting. For instance, you're putting something in the microwave, and let's say you're waiting 2 minutes for that microwave, whatever, to get hot. Take those 2 minutes and do something productive. Straighten out the junk drawer into a utility drawer. Or put your dishes away. Categorize the things that we generally carry in our purse. So, most of us have, am I right? Wallet and keys. Wallet and or keys. Wipes, Kleenex, hand sanitizer, anything that you want to keep yourself healthy and clean. Health. Meds, OTC medication, over-the-counter medication. Paper and pens. Technology. beauty. And then some things that may refuse to be categorized. Very last resort, miscellaneous. Because, you know, people just dump everything into miscellaneous. So I'm going to show you how I organize my purse. Remember how I said about dividing? It works with the purse too. So technology. Of course, the phone goes in this category as well. So here's where I keep, this is my tech stuff. And I actually have it labeled tech. And I have like my earbuds and my charging cord and my power block. So I have a little pouch for that. It's an iPhone wallet. And this is all I carry for my wallet because I use an app called Keyring where I scan all of my loyalty cards. We'll go to hygiene. So hand sanitizer, I love these. These are everywhere now. I have Kleenex. So here is where I keep all of my like medicine. Paper and pens. Now this part here, the paper part, paper clutter is such a problem for people. Am I right?
Yeah. I'm a receipt girl.
Who's a receipt girl?
Yeah.
Who's a coupon girl? What I have is I have subdivided this. Receipts, coupons, and then when I meet people, I collect business cards, I put those in there, and then, you know, gift cards. So like if I have gift cards. And then I have a miscellaneous category, which I don't use very often. So the receipt thing, here's the deal with receipts. We don't need a lot of the receipts that we keep. If you're buying something like electronics, you need to keep it for at least 30 days, or if it's a big purchase, you put it with your warranty, staple it to your warranty, and file that. Don't keep things you don't need, like receipts. Coupons, go through your coupons. Is it expired? Beauty. So I have like a little makeup bag. This is all my beauty stuff. And then I have one thing that cannot fit in there, which is my touch-up foundation. So this is it for beauty. And you need to decide, how much do you really need to carry? I have one lip gloss and one lipstick. Do we really need 5 lip glosses? Keep money and my keys in one place and I zip it up in my purse. So I'm not searching for it. And this is a good safety tip. Keep your keys in the same place in your purse every single time. That means that when you go shopping and you bring home a set of towels, you're not going to keep the set of towels you already have. You're replacing them. One in, one out. If you buy a pair of shoes, where are you going to get all this extra space? I purged my shoes and I donated them to someone who rides and muses because I love heels. And I confined my shoes to one bookcase. I display my shoes like they're pieces of art because they are. They look so pretty because it looks like a boutique. So when Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this workshop, and of course I will be here. If you have any other questions, please feel free to ask. I hope you picked up a few tips. And I hope you'll visit my YouTube channel for lots more videos on this.
If anybody can tell you how to be organized, it is this woman.